Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So when I say NDC, you say no Ababase. And you push, you show your shoulders that you are not going back. No Ababase. No Ababase. 3 times. And then when you show that we are not going back, no Ababase, then you show that we are going forward like Usain Bolt. So when I say NDC, you say no Ababase. NDC, no Ababase. NDC, no Ababase. And then after that you do. So when I say NDC, you say no Ababase. And you push, you show your shoulders that you are not going back. No Ababase. No Ababase. 3 times. And then when you show that we are not going back, no Ababase, then you show that we are going forward like Usain Bolt. So when I say NDC, you say no Ababase. NDC, no Ababase. NDC, no Ababase. And then after that, you do.
All right. I will say for me chair will be an we say will be a way. And John Dramani Mama says, or Casa NDC, or say no Ababase. NDC, no Ababase. NDC, no Ababase. And then, all right. And we say for another brand new day. Me sure say Easter, no? Yadi. Na nipa dodo na nso akọ picnics aba enti me sure say mo enjoy kakra. Na enne ye ba be discussing some topics. The first among them Nana Kwame Bediako, I believe, is a serious person. The guy doesn't seem to be a very, very serious person. He seems to be playing, and I say he is not serious. He thought he said what na cry chanting man enko through Ghana. Now on coach Romuso si can be free in crying air bar around. Other than that, Nana Kwame Bediako doesn't even know what he's talking about. Then moving forward, I got a video Kwaku Annan, if any justice Kwaku Annan, formerly no one Canada Japan any year Juma. It was Net 2 TV, but I think it was a CTVGH or CTV Ghana or whatever. This video about NDC's parliamentary candidate for Techimai South, Christopher Basunte Beyere. Now, when I saw the video, now I've decided to say, measure this particular show on that topic now. Kwaku Annan, bring it forth now. And these 2 things na we discussing. Mama Yenika and Nkuti and Kwame Bediako. After that, we discuss what I think that this man is not a serious person.
Me pese me dini paso and esi mani so. But me pese me ba boa mine na me boa mabru no mu no. Na no ma bia ya papa no atiki 40-50 years o muntimi nya no. Me fi say na technology ho, industrialization ho. Normally bi kura ho 5 years e best sa o mine nyina. Nti eno ene esi mani so. Say me bai me hwe kura na odi emphasis kasema wo kan anya asem. Say sika ade a ubetimi edia page anase ubetimi dia value no e gold. Gold ya dia we elni film cry e god. Wo de elni beka ho na e gold.
That's right.
Na kire say grow.
Me pacho someone with the first concert party papa ye. O si gold. We elni film e god. O say ten na e ba be grow old. Oh, I said papa ye yes some level of concert party be e Ghana ho. O ma ye nto aso.
Gold. Wo de 2 jam for 1 year, 1 million year. Obeba na down. Wo the tour for 1 year, obeba na down. Nti gold na nkasa no. But say nyame, he has eternal life. What you say that dia e wo eternal life. Eno ani sika no. Eno ni ade Nyankopon de amaye. Ti wo hwe bibifo a ye man nyina so ye hu gold. Ade be ntina ofisi Nyankopon de maye. It's because of say ye sikafo. It's o hu say we never hwe min crofo. I said the story of Israelites.
That's right.
What you say. Na ushema omo be fa sika no omo be fa gold na omo de paper sika amaye omo de fa gold ni ko ye tu gold ni nso a na omo no eto omo to a omo
me pacho udi ti concert party nsema papa yi kan ho ti nsema wo kan yi say you too good and they got to paper or they patch your tea and some can ye.
Got 2 reserves. Na omudi jisika. Anaso omudi twesika. Sika no omudi twa na no omudi brain ya. Na ye sika no. Eno ena say in God we trust. People bia America for sika ye gidi. Eno na ye di sika no esom no. Gold na nyame di amaye na say wudi 2 jama 1 million years na wo ho no. Eno de ye ton. Ene ye di jisika paper.
Ena ye di sika no so.
Pacho obi ope president edinio. This is the explanation of the gold and then dollar, and I said gold versus American currency. This is explanation and Kwame Bediako de Ghana for. Okay.
Kana yedino some size kana. Nti che se usunsum ani wani monyam ani ubi bia no waton. Won fanto ho utu a onfanto utu ya na waton. Ono so je a onkoton odia no de akoto.
Amani sika mu ayedu.
Eno na okana send reserves. Also need reserves ni bi. Na we nyansa keke. Mahine.
Me have a big problem with a man and Kwame Bediako. The way he understands issue, no. And no being a minion for Suhene Edmond Abegina Haoye. You don't even I say the youth now mobilize we use common sense, no. It seems that we are taking away the common sense now. As ye they be no. What we are say our tenor. Now will be better when you make us handsome way now also what ye dear for Suhene. Pause I say what great is like a as a why being your juma.
It is a nyansa way no. Si nipa timi di share man mu a ebema sika sema sesan wo kroma because ebi ay papa no ebi o munye ebi nso a omunhu ne sa anase ebi a commitment o wo with other foreign investment any foreign influence inti amana affecting mining nyina dan sika kokko de nka ya na ewu bebre ati ase nti ade ba ko a metimi abo man kura ne se me bakra no na se me ka se ebia galamze foi me mpamo mo me nya mo hwe na emom no me hu se mu ni adwuma na ye obi amaye adwuma emma oman no
Nana Kwame Bediako si ono obe president a galamze fo ompamo mo obe se ka che so maye adwuma ma oman no because minim galamze tu
in for good no in se e beton no in 2 years 3 years no pese mu 200 tons mai ibu tua mo ka iba mama bonuses ibe bibia hard rock mining alluvial mining colluvial mining
yes ensuo ensa
so no kra no ye
presenter ikure bo an say galamse na wokan galamse ensa ensuo ni bia na ase den anase obe ne oso da bi ensuo no kra no ye be process and e fin industrialization Ghana ya mo bododo ensem wo Ghana de na Kwame Bediako nsem a honam Ghana wokan de I don't know say papa as on prepare so be president di me madwi mu no watena kra ache as o sisi dan bi won kran ba wo hu sen kran fo nkwa nim no ba wo ko ba bi set chima ya obi anim no okosunwa na obi anim no to he had decided that he wants to go around the country now Ghana for hu so na Kwame Bediako no meaning other than that this guy doesn't seem to be ready so or pay assemblyman ready assemblyman kwa papa we nyana gbe so pebiedi so he's just kidding around anyway na Kwame Bediako he's just joking around onima dia oye because the way he is portraying gold and then the dollar and how be you get say it's like as obi onima sama woka oti wiase say wo gold no utu a obe den obi keep na gold no da hade na the gold na ye and then now dey Nana Kwame Bediako needs further education because he doesn't even understand the role of a president. He thinks, say we a businessman now with Sika, you can take Ghanaians as your employees. And that is why he's thinking, say, Galamsey for no, Obama to Galamsey, no, what you omaka. And to Galamsey for the employees of the government, and I say, the employees of what? He doesn't even understand what he's talking about. So how are you going to use Nipa Etimanum and say, before what to say, my workers? And now if it's a minor, the constitution area Ghana. He doesn't even Nana Kwame Bediako is not prepared to become even an assemblyman of Babiaote. I'm an followers because I'm just telling them common sense. Mela, what I'm saying here is common sense because person be president, you need to first read the constitution of the country. Now what the governance I say, and Ghana, Ghana, isolated. Then you combine Ghana and we are seeing the world order ne or now who are there the world order be what to Ghana say to go to Ghana into the good bed over good no American dollar. What the bed. Anyway, Mela, let's leave them and move on. Or minimum they are or more can. Abusiafo, as I indicated earlier on. Kwaku Annan, I offended Justice Kwaku Annan first no ordinary 2 TV. Also, or a investigator was a minister or an announced near Jumo say, or Nankasa Yen Jumo say. EPK, the parliamentary candidate of Techimai South, say ordinary a program on 2 occasions, or can still be believed for Papa Naho. Now, to set the pace, you know, Ebeshase, Ebiana will be named Seminim, Sai, Nipakorana Yakana. The parliamentary candidate of Techimai South, Efeni Christopher Basonte Beyere. In fact, 2020 election now he the same person was a parliamentary candidate of Techimai South in 2020. And wasan awene ababeye the candidate of Techimai South 2024 about to ayekwe eye Christopher Beyere and NDC Techimai South Edeneko. Epacho Christopher Beyere and the screen is we. Na papai a doctor. Mekasa doctor nya doctor opane or a PhD holder. Christopher Basonte Beyere no. Mesati pace no. In 2019, papa Trinity or Techimai say opes obey parliamentary candidate of Techimai South no. In fact, remember cause our primaries in Ibi. And or when a Enti wa won't follow argument in 2019, this car that was among some of the cars and the campaign or Ubi Obehemi from Techimai South Piano in him. So I had cars and the primaries, and this was among them. My brandy, Uhujo Mama Danchenya, Mesome Danchen. Say Anka Techimai for Ontoba Mama made the parliamentary candidate of Techimai South on the ticket of NDC. So this was me. In fact, I had the opportunity of meeting Haruna Idrisu. Enti on your screen, me Haruna Idrisu, and Jina Hono. Enti me NDC ni me in Kaba Biasa me NDC ni da, me NDC ni pa. And then moving forward, no Christopher Beyere, so you'll be a minimum pa. Minim Christopher Beyere pa. Enti on your screen again, Ube won't say I am sitting on the left side of Christopher Beyere. And then the former MC of Techimai South, so they take Christopher Beyere right. We talk, meaning Christopher Beyere pa. Inti me seti pace no. As yeah, the NDC constituency chairman of Techimai South, Chairman Nufawa, and so the former MC right. And a papaya or Timensa left and so friend Jawopepra. Former deputy secretary of Techimai South NDC, and then not at the same time was the former deputy election director of Techimai South, if any job paper or headmaster or the senator agent. So this is me. Now, Kwaku Annan of ne 2 see or the Exposé be eba after the parliamentary candidate of Techimai South. Kwaku Annan say or the
This man called Dr. Christopher Beyere, former executive secretary, health training institutions, and also we are learning. So, on the parliamentary candidates, Emma the NDC in Techimai South. The picture no amonfa and 2 screen is my ne Ghana for ni huni ni papai. Now, do you know what this man has done? Now, make us say.
What I'm going to do is say, Kwaku Annan Kasabian, I'll take my time and then come in and then explain what he is actually meaning. And then I say, Wakoji Sika will be one or eyes or the good Christopher Beyere and Nima see say, I don't even know. But for me, looking at how Kwaku Annan wanted to, now me book Kwaku Annan, me ji Kwaku Annan deep pass and some other Kwaku Annan account ne no. I say Kwaku Annan me ya doubt ne kakra. When I listen to Kwaku Annan in this particular expose, or no kasa friend expose na, I say me ya doubt to Kwaku Annan kakra. Me pacho umayento aso.
We've sent a text message to this man. I understand say ono no person a parliamentary candidate. Emma NDC. One of the constituencies were him found. Is this a Techimai South or no?
nipa na wo abodi din say wo nim say one parliamentary candidate for Techman South no say what's that ten no say wo kura nim ba bi kura parliamentary candidate no but you know so NDC ni okay
whatever. But the NDC should beware about him. On Saturday, exactly 3:40 p.m., this is the message that went to him. Follow up with calls to him. Hello, doctor. My name is Kwaku Annan, an investigative journalist. I have tried reaching you since yesterday, Friday, 22nd March 2024, but efforts yielded no results. Please revert the call for a discussion. Thank you, Kwaku. And the date you're saying, this unscrupulous scavenger. Tell me today's date. National date here. The ma papa is on from omra meaning komo. Wait me aba.
Kwaku Annan person chere me ene wo a me say ono ye investigative journalist. Now ono send the message to the parliamentary candidate of Techman South. Our Christopher Beyere or ye doctor say omra ono Kwaku Annan ho. Ah, na dey asempa na wo gane. Wo Kwaku Annan, you are telling me say wo wa free Christopher Beyere say Christopher Beyere should come to you and give answers to you Kwaku Annan. Now until you have taken the opportunity on your show say obey show e dey take Christopher Beyere. Ghana how dey embrana watch say wo Kwaku Annan, if somebody like you Kwaku Annan calls Christopher Beyere or even me I should appear before you. Ah, what day somebody na cause Ghana politics and we are taking the politics to some low level. Say Ghana ni nam hwa obi friend also a private investigator. I ono onia ban adwuma ni bia o. Ono ankasa bia na adwuma to ono ankasa ne ho diam ono ankasa ne ho fans. Say ono to nsa afre wo say wo bra ono ne ho because ono information about you. Hey.
Yet Oshen this mu quietly. So John Mahama we need power. Obe place obe kwa lobby. Akoye nneoma ensem fata. Na me kire wo nneoma ote abonten wa ne boni a wodi in the name of NDC. Edi I say NDC na. Che won won tra on kaka ansem fun no. Now the frontline investigate team have intercepted a voluminous document including the Auditor General's report revealing misappropriation plus forceful trespass of a parcel of land belonging.
Let's underline the points that Kwaku Annan raising and occur two documents. One from the Auditor General's and then one from a private citizen. Or a normal citizen to say, yeah, it's heavy. And then offer a voluminous document or they be Exposé at Christopher Beyere.
To a Ghanaian base in the United States. Pape, ya capture Auditor General reporter. Chile say, wa misappropriate funds be. Ni na egu ho. Na no member no so Wednesday na member no so.
Thank you.
Documents we ya maybe kan mu asema chire we chire say. Apart from say ya pick documents say Pape ono na NDC breso. Now ye former executive secretary Emma health training institutions you know.
Mepacho Dr. Christopher Beyere ye Kwaku Annan be kana sem CCI. Now Ghana under John Dramani Mahama no. The whole health institutions in Ghana as a school say training health in Yano or no no. The whole Ghana before becoming the parliamentary candidate of Techman South. And now obeko nursing school, you be nursing school, obey headmaster, obey whatever, minimum principal said Christopher Beyere was the Director General Edano. So Auditor General's report of Kwaku Annan was captured in 2016. 2016 Auditor General's report and a papa eba bekane and de okay.
Sikebi eko so ho a Auditor General ora dom level and a tro nyam nam tro e kwan a odi says can ade odi says can odi ye. But you see o man a emra bi ye basabasa say ya the likes of Beyere number form ho adi. No mu wi a party ne besia ba ban mu still no masia akoji post no masia perpetuate the same crime and the same Auditor General beba be investigate wo mu wi a no ma form ho adi. This is the country you want me to understand and we build. Edo kwa he papa uye ne twere hwa ora Dr. Beyere etutu mrika akogye ba bibi so asase in the name of say or a politician.
So what is here? Let me be clear here. I think that sometimes we get confused about a lot of things. Ghana, professing being in Ghana, if any politician, BBS anyhow. There is no profession in Ghana called a politician. If we are seeing a profession being in sir. And when somebody becomes a politician, and your profession or a private individual, and the person goes to political power, say or the best and whatever, so the Boboko no the best that is another matter altogether. So, answer now be a politician in Ghana now. I have made a lot of educations on that. Maybe Kwaku Annan doesn't know here. Ghana mremuno. Answer na memeti he me frame ho say me NDC ni no. One, I should be a Ghanaian. That is the first thing. That is why one recently na Kwame Bediako kofa Belgium national bia no okasamana, but the lady was deported because a Ghana mremuno onye Ghana ni wuntimi gina Ghana enye politics o. And the answer na ube from ho say we NDC ni, we NPP ni, and now we politics or Ghana no. E was say one, we Ghana ni. That is the first thing. Answer na ube from ho say we Ghana ni so no. E was say Ghana nkuru free Ghana no. Ufiri ba ko bi so. Enti me fitachi man. And because me fitachi man today, ma me ho kwan ma me be Ghana ni. Answer na metima from ho say me NDC ni. That is the first thing. Enti say Christopher Beyere na we parliamentary candidate of Techiman South no. Or ye Christopher Beyere as a person, and then as a person, any jumadi a wodi o man no, eno na ma Christopher Beyere kwa mana be NDC ni, abe parliamentary candidate of Techiman South. And when Christopher Beyere is engaging in activity or not as a person, the business only beto NDC one enye ye because he is a different entity altogether. As a meti hey, me William Munufia Mankona, me what company? I maybe a limited liability company. All those may be the company and Bishembino, but company is different entity in legal terms. The company is also another person, and I may as a person, so may another person. I don't know why I want to say you can send a message, then I'll take my time to explain it to you.
As I say, my mini poll on bill is so fast as I didn't know. Do you think the NDC bear the semblance of this forceful machoism? Zanet here.
Masa. Say Christopher Beyere continue school. No ko fasa ase ko in school. I didn't know they beka say NDC asem. Me meti he adwuma me yen NDC for na de me ye. A private person na me ye adwuma. Although say sometimes you might see me speaking for and on behalf of NDC. Enye NDC adwuma na me ye. I'm a private person na me ti me ye adwuma.
Amuni mi say mo yes a mo di gu mo am party na ni mo ase. Afi wo di gu candidate na ni mo ase. It is some individual na ukoye sa admit am. So no ogi na nim se wo bodewuro against o candidate no say mu amudi nechi mu ye tutrafo mu ye say what do you think you are doing to o candidate no eboa mo candidate no and so now what ho na wo yes adewe na John Mahama etini fie no onim ho hwe osusu say ense wo bodewuro na party no ehun ya akondo party no eye den ehun ba mfa so enipa ekondo party no mba ebesom party no and so mo hwe ho din quiet. Papay ayora Dr. Christopher Beyere. Ekwokoje mami asase a chese entiase ba ko se enim. Na ye kan bibia na weturo ne hands. And there's an allegations be say he thinks NDC is coming to power and then your mami no onko to hell.
Someone who baby papa ide sem nam. Christopher Beyere as a person. Any another Ghana ni enya asase ho asem. Why is Kwaku Annan trying to chip in NDC here? A dear pan NDC aye wo Christopher Beyere or a private person or any business. Any Ghana near or Americans so say or asase. And as our asase no Christopher Beyere any litigation on the parcel of land ho. A dear now the NDC ba peka ho.
Sani etwe we as on. And this is what politicians need be the motive me amoye. And I'm saying that our Trojan horse is monitoring. Makachiremo mabobo bi ni bidin wa ha wo mu na MPP NDC Haruna Edrusu maka me say their course E11 o meka na krenkyere afenyo marking their course E11 o meka na krenkyere the speaker of Ghana's parliament we peni maboni din wo meka what is o maba abonten kwana ko bi so mu say nti o mu ntimi ma abonten
because omoni time at the man kwala adwuma na wo ye no untimi ntena wo online show no nka say what free speaker of parliament o mere meyi na no nkyere wo e very insultive, very insultive. Say you the Ghana na do level say wo fat say Barbin as a person the kwana ukwa you don't even get anywhere closer to Barbin. Say Barbin you speaker of parliament because baby a Barbin abon e bredu ni name a waye no. How on earth will you call the speaker of parliament say o meyi na no nkyere wo kwa nan abra Ghana court na yi ya no ho ti asem ni
na Dr. Byron e boni di enye yi. Look at this useless people madwini nya adwuma sa. Ya de one maame ye why agreement o. Abra wo ko share maame na asase so wo gi asase ni free maame ni nsem no. Owie no ono asan etena ase ni maame no. Eya agreement kwan yo befa so a ode maame na asase ode be ma no.
Kwaku Annan is confused here. Onim mrak onkono nkope lawyer na lawyer nkyere na de. Se me no be agreement kwa na at a point I feel say agreement na me na why no. And make sense a court nko na betim de akọ. I don't have to fulfill that part of the agreement, you know. And Kwaku Annan doesn't even understand. Say Ghana needs to make police station cultural statement, but by law you can even amend the statement at one kasa wachoro if you were forced to write a statement. One will say these people offer a private investigator, no.
And this agreement was legally bind. Papa in his signature. Why would you now go out?
Legally minded on a day. We Kwaku Annan dine on judge. And we dear some
there. And then we said, "Won't find agreement in Yejuma." I didn't do this myself. We intercepted all of this. Now my main kind document in Munsem and Chiro. Do you know Ankasa Papi? Onema Amino a year. Niembisa said the conduct of Dr. Beyere does it represent the qualities, the semblance, and everything about the leadership of the NDC?
But you document Kwaku Annan Ankasa Bekanyo. Now what be some say asem document you walking any John Mama NDC in the politics. A dear Juma pa na way. What do you pacho yen tia some on bekan? Send me meti way to see na makosi mi school baby. Na assassin obi abaso assassin media. Na me su me no be negotiation with the meto assassin from mawa. Any John Mama wo kaka bi a wo de pacho ma yen tie private investigator na also yen no. Me menye private investigator me ma me house post no. Ba wo de mo ma yen tie papa yi.
Tia now, folks, I'm waiting with the agreement now to end that screen is on. Into wash it. Now, says, I'm in a metro. Yeah. Or say this agreement is made this day of May 2022 between Dr. Christopher Beyere of PO Box 1915 Sunyane, owner proprietor of Kesby International School of the First Part, and Miss Florence Opoku Insia of.
The first thing I will document in say. Christopher Beyere kwa na kobo salete we ya. What Kwaku Annan is saying is per this document no. Christopher Beyere and referred to him as NDC parliamentary candidate and I said the boy of John Mama, but refers to himself as the owner and proprietor of Kesby International School. Individual private matter.
PO Box 2244 Sunyane of the Second Part. Now, I say Dr. Beyere and Ms. Opoku Insia both own separate plots of land on a land originally referred to and described as Block A, Abisim, Chidom, Sector 16 on Doma Stool lands. Both Dr. Beyere and Ms. Florence Opoku have a common grantor in the person of Paul Jehu of PO Box 1915 Sunyane.
So what is mean here? They say, what it mean here? They say, Christopher Beyere no the candidate of the Chima South NDC yenyi candidate this in Christopher Beyere school bi osunyane a ye free school no Kesby ene ma me bi nso ote America ye free Miss Opoku Insia ato asase free ni papa akubi ho a ye first papa no Paul Jehu asase to asem enye politics asem.
Dr. Beyere's said plot of land Abast shares boundary with the land of Ms. Opoku Insia. Dr. Beyere has developed his part of the land into a school named as Caspi International. Caspi International, if I get it right.
Enti omoto asase no Christopher Beyere no a developing asase no we school a first school no Caspi International. Asase ho asema private Christopher Beyere akosi as da asem na ye kan. Okay.
School and is operating. Dr. Beyere, in developing his land, has also has also strayed onto Miss Opoku Insia's Abaten land and has developed same within the past 6 months under the mistaken belief that Mrs. Opoku Insia's land form part of his Dr. Beyere's land.
Bacho, we are trespassing and encroachment as na papa iken. Me was asase, then he even believes a mistake. And Christopher Beyere thought say baby o si na ekono na asase by mistake nya intentional. So the document na Kwaku Annan say reading no says say it was a mistake. And Christopher Beyere ko see school no encroach part of Miss Insia's plot of land and a piece of land. Enya intentional. But your enyame make the document we can yo. Kwaku Annan now ono so oye Exposé no is reading say this development or encroachment or trespassing on Mamel's land no, was a mistake. Okay.
We are here time. Wasasinye obi su die ne but because nipa ni ho ninti wo hyeda jiwenim na wo koe na kyese wo si wo die wie o wasan trespass obi asase so akotam na asase asan I extend AC edan so school so dan AC was so na
Bacho document here Kwaku Annan kasa kan explanation de man twi ni ta na kire. Document here papa yan kasa sometimes Ghana is funny. One kasa wo kan document akire mu say a mistake na papa no I encroach my land. You are saying say intentional.
We are saying when you did one chebelde. And I tell you folks, such a nyoma we are making is going on in many circles. And nipa di nyoma we di nipa wo menwa wo munya kama form wo munka o masem and I have many such cases quick I'm investigating. Na wo kom na wutia areho. Mo said the last time me be bo real estate mami bi din I friend is Samampa real estate na mo ati say. Now share. Or see in a meeting conveyed by their grantor Mr. Paul Jehu to resolve the issue, Dr. Beyere has agreed that he will replace Miss Opoku Insia's lost land. Naturally, say, ebra wonum ko meeting no. Papa ya oton asasi edema Miss friends Opoku Insia. Ono aso so na oton asasi edema Dr. Christopher Beyere. Nti obi a wona asasi. Eba ne sen na Dr. Christopher Beyere utimi ko wasasi wu si udan wo so na wo san down ho na ukoko wia sebe maame na asasi
E ba jo se mo ho se as nipa na kwaji sika se ogu NDC parliamentary candidate for Techman South animase se ne be obe lose aba and that is the juma wo ye because wo kan kire se by mistake na nipa na kwaji asase no se dey wo so wakowia se dey wo so wakowia. Then even nipa no Thomas asem mo miedu no frɛ mo miedu nyina bom no per the document na wo kind no I don't this is assuming without admitting say a true say Christopher Beyere na ye amana jatum so be pass asem for frama no ade na wo so wakowia na ose be kind document e kire say case we akọ court na we dethrone na ma prove a kire we na say tro na ba papa edi
tinti na be sa say papa no ehwe na enye yi a de so ya ne se obetimi so etua maame no eka asase ne se de cost ye sa na asem ye kokopem. Several months later, Dr. Christopher Beyere have decided to ignore the binding agreement and rather resort to some form of political influence.
One will say Kwaku Annan masiak maka se onkope lawyer bi na ontunefo. An agreement and binding agreement are two different things. Onima onkono onkusua. You cannot tell me say if I enter into agreement with somebody a binding. No. My country say chuko police station kwa na utimi sign se no. Even in court, the document kwa utimi sign kwetwe nsem ni bi sign the fufuro koshim. Where binding means what? Okay, what the you know, without assuming that admits he doesn't even know what he's talking of.
Now, the matter had gone to the law court, and the front line have secured some court document. A bass and my meaning who said no, Papa no edinafa a quite boniso. To do bet me and say no, a so called the law court, na court, a shah some the your court documents if you are. Let's go into it, shall we? Now say Florence Opoku house number blah 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 being what?
Well, I said it earlier on. Say based on document na we kita Kwaku Annan. O say ma me ne Christopher Beyere equal agreement na. Christopher Beyere am fulfilling the side of agreement on my and the option per the laws of Ghana. They say what there's something we court. Enti ma me no go ahead e there's something court. Me pacho say uko si obi o court a document na wo si nipa na doesn't mean say court na ma judgment no that be. Me meti how de me court. O serve me court a me so me wan anu yie a me so me be court ho. O de me court a now o carry document now de me court no around say we ko si umenti no where de be ma. That is not the truth. As a wa sheda. Enti Kwaku Annan ought to know the document we know all kind of near maame de Christopher Beyere akọ court, which is a civil matter. But Kwaku Annan is saying say because Christopher Beyere didn't appeal court on Quentino, a criminal matter na ogu NDC animase. Without getting back to say they respond na Christopher Beyere to the court ho and assembly akodi saying he is going to lie here, but Kwaku Annan should be careful because contempt of court no no. A contempt of court and out in the shows so no.
The plaintiff and then the defendant Christopher Beyere blah 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 the statement of claim or say plaintiff is a citizen asasino every ora Paul Jewuho asasino otono 20,000 Ghana cedis and oye na adwene say obe develop asasi enumu ane say obi nsu etu asasi ho anamon yenkoso or say plaintiff averts that her said plots of land adjoins or shares boundary with defendant's plots of land.
And this one was intentional. As a makoto plot, not plot, maybe I bought 3 or 10. Now, may I say me Kwaku see there is no me missing for no. I extended a human may to another person's plot. And your chrono assembly you can how and your politics assembly you can. And your politics.
He, the defendant, purchased from the plaintiff's grant her agents in Ghana that defendant has forcibly annexed, appropriated to himself the plaintiff said land and was rapidly developing plaintiff said plot of land. Osi no abrochiri. The otiane obi yina sutri say.
All right, so they jumping ahead because I say what? And tinipa ne say abrochiri or plot or Ghana, and or maka agents will be plot no, and or buy. And or that's a court. Let's move on from there.
She say, hey, mame, or plot on Ghana. Now, despite that disagreement, the defendant has blatantly failed, refused, neglected to fulfill his obligation under the agreements, despite repeated demands on him. Enyadia papaya and adrin say, obede, obefino. Or see, plaintiff states that the deadline say, as a sir, or the nasem akodan court. Say court modern na oman say relieves benya court en sha papa na mani hu say asase na nya ne dia na fi kwan bia so no the title that asase so bibia emra ne din mu or say order for the damages against defendant for trespass in favor of the plaintiff na say ye makwan na bibiara doctor no waye tia maame no ni nara ne nsa eye den Yemano, a compensation to also an order for the demolition of an illegal structure the defendant has erected on plaintiff's said land, despite repeated protestation to the defendant by the plaintiff not to do so, which said demolition should be at the expense cost of the defendant. Cost of this suit, including plaintiff's legal fees.
Enti asebro nyina se ma me de asema ko court say court ngina sa asema no na ka bia wabo bia no yema Dr. Christopher Beyere ntu ama no. That is all. And one no. Kwaku Annan eba be ditro ha. E be ditro na this is where contempt of court no ebeche no.
And any other release. Ebusuya enya asem a emu ye mre. and a court eden in Sasha Adiase, lawyer for plaintiff. Mami Chimua, Sisiano, court, Emma the Quine, and now court, Enfensi to say, Bebia, Dr. Christopher Barry, we see Dana, and Yanedia. Court Makwani Mubu Dino. Afi ye bubu dana e hu cost bia no so me enfa ma ono mamne ye fa ma papa no ensem de bebre na ebusuafo me no ka say the information we are picking just a court the case na wie e ma o ma award maame no all the necessary reliefs are as here the man
one was the first trap papa edi no we na mam hu se Kwaku na enye investigator bia organa ho he's just lying onye bibia asem we call court no court kra ama ye asem na kofie se yenko set asem na ofie if he doesn't know asem we court no court se yenko se asem na ofie because they see say by mistake in any penalty dynasty so a school kese enti yenko na monko set asem na ofie na mo fa feedback emma court wa say u ditoro say court ashema adi asem na mama amen no contempt of court abusuafo eboba eba me the document bi abekire mo na yensan to so nkowe the next throw papa we asheda adiegu the parliamentary candidate of Tachima South so wanwie o your program no on 2 occasions 2 days no the year
asem papa ibisao enti do you think say it will serve former President John Mahama right said John Mahama ebenam campaign so e wo sunyane na enipa bi di placards na omudi hia no say o party ni mu mpanimfo kwan omudi afa so ene would they help John Mahama
abuzafa dey we for John Mahama ho ben we for NDC ho ben because Dr. Christopher Bayere asi the school no si asase so that enye school afi no osi school a e operate over 10 years ago na se nipa na ono free America abade akokot na wo se e be affect John Mahama in what way e be affect John Mahama na se Christopher Bayere na wa be candidate no onya adwuma obede enya sika e dey run campaign na wo ye no anaso we asase so okoton asase na ase den investigative journalist na yes adwuma we no jandam adwuma pa o yes be ya Christopher Bayere be lusu aba adwuma na o ye no jandam adwuma pa na o ye no
we expose all these people now before time. And I am here to say, Mr. President John Mahama, former, we investigate it further. Folks, we investigate it further. Say NDC for it will be papa bia as a mukachira papa we investigate we case we further. There is more. Wednesday a BP episode. The Frontline Investigate had obtained a doc
enti o say NDC for investigate papa we yati ase and also there's more enti Wednesday no say to aso biem me pacho say investigation we also enye no minima dia John Mahama ntimi nkoye wom se me meti ha me NDC ni na se me o me business ameye na business partner na ntia se no de me kokota dia na John Mahama meye John Mahama nye lawyer John Mahama nye judge John Mahama any bibia ye wasase asem we ho na Ghana law no se yedo asem we yedi asem na osunwa fiapre sunwa fiapre na court ne nkosi asem no fie se party a wonye satisfied and as we dissatisfied with the judgment no se judge kra enter into judgment a utimi say dey ko appeal ade na papa person kire say e ade a John Mahama ho me NDC wom e pa cho Wednesday dey no so yenkwe azan would the Ghana politics abusa for yenkwasi asem
title public notice is hereby served indicating the license of Greenfield College Sunyani belonging to Dr. Christopher by
Fred me do aba programs na be discussion keto ebu ha Dr. Christopher Bayere na o kana asem no say o private school be fe ne Casby no Christopher Bayere sign wo law school ai wo Sunyani a trainee nipa say me lawyers Christopher Bayere now it was school kesia the only school in that region and I say maybe the whole of northern sector ufri Kumasi kwa a training lawyers Christopher Bayere there now at a point in time no General Legal Council LST schools bima or training lawyers according to them no school no qualifies or training lawyers okay it's part of that schools no na Christopher Bayere there neka ho enti yenkone poti aseme Kwaku na eka wa ha
had been turned down. Question: what is it that Dr. Beyere should have known before applying for the license. Eranum. Monday, enemy mamo, the first part 1 expose, was our papa, Dr. Christopher Beyere. Now, and maybe may hold on. But may were a list, an endless list of people who also say, accusing Dr. Beyere, say, Dr. Beyere, ediji wo musika, ebi, ye kekeska na nyeska ketuao. Sa allegation we nemi hia Christopher Beyere nakasa mwaba.
But just one defamation na papa yesa kwa fa no ho no. Aside contempt of court no. Or say accuse Christopher Beyere say oye kromfo. Na ojeje amanfo sika. Enti mo yen to aso nti Kwaku Annan.
But ever since before this expose, ya frena. Ono on
Fred say
And then let's say you can because you wait for 45 minutes.
yeah, Becca, don't worry, omre. Yeah, omre pa. Because I do with papa we no. Ase obi a shena man discuss say massa target Christopher Beyere na good ni mase. Say na be ya on win ya ba.
Sisi ana ma hwe bibia say Sunyane FM no. And I think say Sunyane FM dey possible.
All right, Martin T and Twaso.
The reason why I'm saying possible is say within Bravo into or sell some message in every day.
Yes. Why should that?
Yeah.
We paid job in the Kwaku Annan no. Yeah, Twaso.
To call and also all answer the messages. But a lot of people have accused him. Say wa bomb po adiju musika. And sana odu all those health institutions. And a cry na no cry. Oba efidie so a na nchi bitumi de nsem bi evidence bi a won say we be yan me ehwe. But report na ya pekini bi kire say papa yi so opese obi law school. But law school no opese obi wo sunyane ho no. Won say school ni na wo institutions a omohwehwe ase. But Nina Kowie say Ghana General Legal Council for shut off. Almost shut down the school. And you're on the school na sentia ama license ni amfema no. Eche say 1 to 2 ni may be. Mamen kan chere mo say now mo for document into screen so do bi anka say me no.
Private investigative journalist adwuma na Kwaku Annan so oye yo enti ono akonya document a kire say ya close schools bi ma Christopher Beyere law school no eka ho. Private investigative journalist me pa cha underline that with those words na me prove a kire mo wen say papa ya kwaji sika say oye campaign tia John the saying John Mama ne Christopher Beyere me be prove a kire wa ha ene
for manufacture na da ho no osin public notice, daily graphic, Wednesday, May. Asemi Wednesday, daily graphic, Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. Last year, public notice. So, notice is hereby given that the General Legal Council has, with immediate effect, withdrawn its recognition of the faculties of law in the following universities. Pursuant to Section 4 of the Legal
Me pacho maybe my cut short, but anyway, sorry for that. My main sign kwatwaso. My main sign kwatwaso from that angle. Sorry for that.
This man called Dr. Christopher Beyere other release. Ebusuya. My main kind show say now more for documenting into screen so do be anka say me no Pamela A. Ado, Secretary, General Legal Council, no more Crate. Nanu ni ebisa Dr. Beyere. E die be ntina na opese owia no ho. No this say school e ba abonten. Ma wo mo betete Ghana for maiwa bi ni mema bi a. Won be wie no ma be ka kire so mo ya lawyer for yet. School na wo bie no. School need any license. Why would he do this?
Me pacho so who say pay this document na Kwaku Annan or private investigative journalist kan ye no. O kire say Christopher Beyere akwati school a onim se onin krata e na wasesa manfo akogum and o deceive omo enti e man nye ni papa.
No, one year accreditation.
Only accreditation, of course. So we need accreditation. Now, what you for good school now?
That is the way. If the school is not accredited,
yes,
that means that you don't qualify to run the school.
Exactly.
Until the students, mobile ever pass it through the school, piano. I won't need satisfied results and
yes,
the qualification a bit more practice it. Whatever.
And what he is saying is that because of this, and Mark Christopher Beyere ain't credible.
Yeah. This
so NDC for Kwabe is only on him.
Yeah.
In 1 minute. Now, find another document. Then we ask him, say, why didn't he do further checks to produce that kind of document?
No, but
school no only license, but so
per what I'm reading here, no. Was it when effective from the 1st day of January 1970, a person shall not be qualified for enrollment under any provision of Act unless he is the holder of a degree from a university approved by a general legal council.
Exactly. So what he is trying to mean is a per document we know. That's a Christopher Beyere Aquati school general legal council Emma and Kwame Annan say o defraud am for.
That's it.
Okay.
The meaning of that statement is different because before I sign now, law. No, that means a second degree course in Ghana.
No, what this document means is you should have a degree.
And I make
the law certificate, should be accredited by the General Legal Council.
So university now call what you say, accredited. And now your first degree or second degree now they acquire law. No.
Dabi, what it says here, they say, read the document very well. With effect from the first day of January 1971, a person shall not be qualified for enrollment under any provision of the Act unless he is the holder of a degree from a university approved by the General Legal Council. That means, answer now, obey my general law school. No, I will say, ultimate degree program in law from a school, General Legal Council accredited.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So let's continue.
Tiafa kwaye bim so oto wirem odoto bim enuyem nsuom ewirem minim ba bi a wafa ya ye de ebetumi bia to wo to na wo pese odi matema na ho kra mesere na me mfa wo sa wo.
All right. Enti me there another document ebeto so. Another document General Legal Council of Ghana na Kwaku Annan kan omo letter dada no. Assign the another document be publications in the graphics by public notice. Notice is hereby given that the General Legal Council has, with immediate effect, restored its recognition of the Faculty of Law in the following universities, pursuant to Section 4 of the Legal Profession Act 1960, Act 32. With effect from the first day of January, schools in Omasan Restore no, Presbyterian University College, Kumasi Campus, Wisconsin International, and then Greenfield College, Sunyane. Kwaku Annan na kind document say criminal. He failed as an investigative journalist. Say, Obakwaku be almost say, "Man restore and man restore." And based on his false information, Christopher Beyere metra on nanim. No man answer na Christopher Beyere amantino. Onye credible. Meanwhile, who from private investigative journalist, you couldn't do this simple research. One abusha for Ghana. Say you hear baby the politics in the background at the assembly bar. And now Nkrophobia to me mo post bi o Ghana ho a minim baby o mo kosuan sa adwuma ni free here. Tronko ane jandam say jandam say wo NDC di nipa kwa no ma sheda gu nipa na nima say publicly ama nipa na lose aba. Me the document bi ba beto adewe so. Me pa cho say mo kan honorable attachia. Honorable attachia lawyer muya. Osan a member of parliament. Now, whilst being a member of parliament, Osan a lawyer no. One of the clients, IAJ Adam Limited, echo sue honorable attachia for 2.3 billion Ghana cedis. Say legal fees be one sense. Me pacho was J Adam suing attachia as a lawyer and as a private individual and as a politician or as NPP ni. Do you understand my question? It means that is not what I'm trying to mean. What I'm trying to mean is attach as an individual or a lawyer as a politician, but when J. Adon was going to sue Atachiano or sue as an individual out in a business, when sue as a politician, and I said when sue say be affected, Nanado don't go for Ado. It is a Kwana Bekachira me ameti has because Christopher Beyere law school at a point in time, general legal counsel shutting it down. And then Christopher Beyere as a person, obese or encourage upon assassin. And now Christopher Beyere di about Auditor General's report, my Exposé about Auditor General report ma. HSA Christopher Beyere any credible to lead the party. Ebema John Mama Lusaba. What kind of logic is this? Fred, do you understand my viewpoint?
Yeah, I get you. Now,
because one, I don't know court to near
no. Me person me bow baso sa ade we a why ne.
What I say?
Obi anka ne call contest. I think say a political enemy is always a political enemy, irrespective of area where you are coming from.
Yes.
Full said the end there. Omunyina free full chrome so did you annoy day? Now operate.
Sir.
And you know, and we don't you jubilate it. The unfortunate thing is the caption is where it's a little bit worried because the way you know, and I think say from now I say check it because I had that issue the last time when we pushed to something on the platform concerning the caption. You know, now people think say be may the against NDC.
Okay.
I have to go back and defend. Say, oh, that is not the case. We are rather fighting those who are more yes, and we are exposing them.
Yes.
Into the way I'll be who caption. One way I say, you are going to talk against Dr. Beyere. But I think say per normal Rabu Bossy. I never knew class or law schools.
Oh yeah. Greenfield College.
Yes.
We're training a lot of lawyers. I mean, one guy from Ben Laden, when you call his law school,
so we and as one of my brothers on the platform says, you are even helping him to, you know, do more campaign for him or something of that sort. In actual fact, you know, CTV, but I think so more fat Sunyane FM.
Yes.
Or more a program through you know, sa link, you know, and all I mean who says Sunyane FM no so you know, that's all. But you want to answer 110 times. One answer or chradie.
Exactly.
And a war and answer so a headmaster and answer a lawyer. In actual fact, you know, say what shit to say the Canadian Japan honorable or see or react to issues. Sometimes who's a war kasa abonabaya now or complainia no kasa as a business person. Because we're a businessman. When you put politics aside, it is a dollar need call against you and yet normal politician how because why MPP new and so no dollar name MPP and then name NDC and shares are color no I say oh MPP for the dollar ne call for my air cost in tia or no you see can or the business and say dollar ne cost affecting no it is that time no bad things or kasa as a business person. And sometimes I am so can Japan can crane say Satan no and so I mean time or Cassani 3 home because in yes you born it. So what I say a third than over town or Cassa, oh, the mama ya cron for NDC for ya cron for ni say ya or Cassa as a politician because one way or the other no protecting his seat because or Cassa say a beya then cron for be first why they atu abamano Satan or Cassa as a politician.
Sir.
So this is what we should know. You know, before by Dr. Beyere ever parliamentary candidate Techima, you know. No a business person.
Sir.
We are 10 years ago, no. We're 2020 year no by right. And you know, we're back, you know, what in school, no. And it's a no call to Cradada. Saturday night can be as I call you near the Ebo. And we could not buy near Bermun work I say NDC or power in Tinebu cry where influence judges and I say BBC are true an influence or as a parliamentary candidate and I say not by also.
Sir.
What I say? And you know on which basis or on what basis and how they can as individual What you say?
And you paid work in a papa no you know.
No, and I make to a party already or yeah. Because based on the final judgment, you know, okay, you know. Mammy no can say they're not all seeking from the court. Not what the court has granted for her.
No, yes. And I'm a sister court granted the Maukwana. You have the right to an appeal.
To appeal. And you know, they are not all seeking from the court and a man, they are some court because they are some court finally no, they are now a court in any day. And your mouth. And on the final part in our day, okay, you know, and no, let's say, no need the court I day. As Yamano because one for judgment in any day. Ma. So who know? And
Martha no kwase na mekano an out of court settlement.
And I make an say they are not their own personal intent our day and where they ever, but we base it on what is
all kind of yes, okay.
Okay, you know. So what you say, and what that is exactly what it means. Say, Papa no edgy to we say, oh, my encroaching will land. And there are so many school lines and crofire day. I encroach here. Nothing happens. What you say? And you know, my dear to say, oh, men crow for queer, you man, or no assassin. What you say? And you know, almost see about you. You what you wabba. And I say, oh, men pass as in the day. And now, it may be happen, say, baby, I'm a quack, you know, say, if you had a money bibiano, if you are so pay.
Exactly.
And you know, as at now, me baby, I'll pay crying a day. Emma. And maybe I didn't delay, and I'll say, be a court in a bed day. A bit me a settle matter na day. Amount because maybe at the end of the day, no, you have come to realize that our assassin a day. Okay. And you know, the court granted my so be school there near day. Egu. Therefore, assassin. What you say? And judgment near the ever because that is what you want to demand from the court.
Yes.
Nippon can say, assassin or chinchina, my dear through himself, but my dear to say, oh, it's unfortunate, my mistake in a buyer, my see about you, my dear too. It is a seer and assassin, overturn Hona a day.
I'm another day.
Another day. And then the Papa said, you make a assassin be a day. And mount what you say. And Tina Mekan, and Abia baby, I made a coach, will be an be a Hannah betting me to be a man. Abia winning to Musa Open. It may be from Mount, and Antias day, and a Juma. It doesn't change anything from he being because 2020 or call the elections. Nothing happened.
One way, yeah. Also, more private work.
Or NDC got to do with that individual and the personal life. At the end of the day, you know, see a cody assembly and yes, you nipa, it did not to ma. NDC need to what? Do a by elections and I say elections in a day. You elected a new person, money a day. Echo represented NDC. Because a one crop and then you come we and yet I didn't know Mokoye by elections in Mokoye. Near the power for Aquashaw man. Yen and Crofon or Kias and Crona you Mutia or Mokako preceding. I
don't know, be a bit as Kwakwana Pessoa to say. Until say branch up on the John Kumano Mojijaman for assassin.
Hey, Sir Exposé no, and no about TV so mamma no, or much say, yes, I see no crown no musia or mu, mamma for no mujina a TV so as soon as you did you. A honey a dog fool, day, Eddie. A bar and go for year who are in any day want it.
Now, wait, if I go, Mamma, obey.
That is what the point I'm trying to make, no. And another Bina Mitchell said, for what we even know, no. Even Sadia now a was a statement in Ukraine. It doesn't disqualify the school now or and he says a great man. So what you a school to the extent of all law school in Adia. That is not a simple man, sir. And this is the kind of person I am because we're a business-minded person. So here, and at least he's helping his community because Obibe free Techimai, Sunyane, ye brekum Siatranum need those areas I call all the way to Makwala was a hand law. No Benyabu or Sunyane Atana how could you for about any law? Oh problem. Sanko Bois ye animal as you be near it when you're more lawyers. They said the Jayanum for your lawyer boss ya, and so you will be free.
Now, may I'm just surprised I was when I program notice on a NDC for there.
No, I see TV NDC.
Now then, why is he trying to bring your mama in everything? So your mama is unpopular in that region.
Accra FM an affiliate to that
Really?
station. Yes.
I mean, yeah, now can we mean that?
CTV Accra FM ne affiliate. Straight. Said you are going to go to a radio station. So I'm so surprised. I'm not saying say Abia normal be Kochiwa. Abia as a journalist, because we want to get a very credible journalism, maybe something of that sort. But when you are doing that in a pretense of tarnishing an individual's image, what you say, just for the mere fact that will be the court suitcase yabrewa. Now we are reading the documents to us. Dear now kind of document in my chest, papa ne chinchim, say the panel sergeant assassin.
Unim bibi. The way Ghana, your fap politics ma, people try to bring you down. Just as hard, you know, if you say and the problem ebeba mainum. Quite to say the moment you make yourself available into politics, and not about enemy to some people. No, and I believe it's the same thing. And on more the Christopher Beyere no.
Now, what's the point now me making? Is looking at where he is coming from now. Now I thought say Bikurana, you know, because of the affiliate in Intinabia or Sunyani or Oye program near there. They won't say do baby because say Sunyani FM near there. They back to Accra. And you know, how did he get the message? What I say, and quite because okay, say Christopher Beyere met now with him as
the or met with him as the
said then. And also we are investigative journalists, you know. I now friend nipa no say, oh, honorable. Yes, I can documents we say now. Assume say. If not for any feeling, what you say. And you know, dear na winim fa ho na asem bi say ho ana. It is as a parliamentary candidate, you know. Bia ebetimi ase because asem way you.
Also friend one pick.
Asem na
message your man reply.
Asem na can ya bisimo. I know no see a parliamentary candidate what a chiman.
What a chiman.
What you say? Henti way bono.
And the Bono East. Now what they be bomb say unti be majo mama unpopular. How?
So me I don't get it.
Unim bibi my mama me personal story be. Me to Finland. Me wo companies. Me am register at the year juma. Media me a consulting ajuma is registered. Because me a solicitor, I do consulting, immigration consulting and other things, and then I have other companies. Yeah, well, one individual be a also to kurum habi. Eba me ho or pekato because me were company. What we do is we buy cars, then we pimp the cars, then we sell. Enti papa iba me ho say or peka man eba. Me beside a car open everything open. We agreed on a 10,500 euros price.
Okay.
My Giscano, Atokano, I change whatever we want to change. Winter tires, we put in other things, we change a lot of things. It becomes the way now we have agreed. I present to the customer. Wajeka anu uchi. Asamasa. Me call Ghana and say, me wana the divisional police commander friend me so remember me nim komo. Me call ya was you. Nipa su me see aba harbor report say. Okase to car bi ma no na car no otoye no he dissatisfied with how I to car no na wakwa investigation who say car no sika na wo charge no oto ne lesser than that nti oji difference na aka no and I'm say how asem na ye kan Finland na tachima no ba be sika na wo kan how because I mean, because that is the business I do. So I got car 200, and I may fix other things, put in other pens. Maybe see 9,000, as I may talk about 10,000, 20,000. I make my profit. That is why I pay my taxes. And you know what is the big deal about this? Then we brush it off, and I'm sorry better enough. Me buy Finland. Let me tell me yema. Me wa how one day ana menya WhatsApp call from a divisional CID. Oh. Okay, we behind it. There's some no court or Ghana, and you know, about this particular place, Bra court. And I'm saying, we are serious and as I go in with it. What's I'm serious? And I'm saying, we are serious about what? Oh, say Martha near buy honey at the court. And I'm saying, me to Finland. One of me able to do something kind I see you Finland and Ghana. Some Ghana doesn't have the jurisdictions over the case as somehow kind.
Yeah.
And the person is also a resident in Finland.
Okay.
It is so if the person feels that there's something wrong, I don't know Finland or no miss you not Ghana mumna. Official where we see you.
Yeah.
And then what I realized is because I'm a politicism. So the person feels say the politics ever can we want you'll be forced to give me money.
Yeah.
And I'm saying no, what we are talking about has nothing to do with politics. It has absolutely nothing to do with politics. Exactly. Then you know what I did? Quickly now, then I wrote a petition to Attorney General. I said, as I'm Ghana or Bimudimeka Ghana court no. Attorney General TM no. And I'll call it for the docket of Kwame court no. Then Attorney General came to a conclusion, said the thing has nothing to do with Ghana.
Okay.
Finland. And then there is nothing like criminal thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So if the person thinks to say there's a problem, or Finland, uncle see you for civil matter. But Ghana, they need jurisdictions over. So Beyere contract Ghana near or Finland, Finland, with your tax to Ghana. Now at the crown open so time out. But if you are dissatisfied, that Ghana court cannot come over the case. And do you know something funny? When the police in Ghana got that document from agent, they decided to hide it without sending it to court. Now, Omako General Court said, so the court should enter into judgment.
Okay.
And a court to come judgment on the case. So if that's the case, I should pay money to the man. I'm saying, what the fuck is that? Sorry for my language. Then I contacted lawyers, and then lawyers had to go back to court and then force the police to say, document a free agent. He said, agent the advice you don't have jurisdiction over. So present the document to court. So do you know how sometimes police and individuals gang together against political exposed people?
Yeah.
That is what they are doing to Christopher Beyere. Exactly the same thing. Because you are into politics, so somebody will use that political alignment, to gag you, and they will come together and work against you. And I'm saying, no, man, I have done nothing wrong. It is my business I'm doing in Finland, Hameti. I'm legitimately registered in my company, and the company is even a limited liability company operating with other people. So going to Techima and I mean, if you need to sue me in Techima for something I also to Finland, happy. Why can't you come to Finland and sue me here?
Exactly, because I had a business,
Of course, everything is here. So if you and the police, I don't even understand them. Say, how on earth can you say me because my car? All right, I bought the car this amount, I fixed the car. Open witnesses are way. How are you going to get people from Finland to go to Techima and to them court to argue about a case?
I
don't know what I'm saying. So that is exactly the same thing they are using against Christopher Beyere because he's political exposed.
Yeah.
And the young users idea we near from good and send a on way nearby. And I'm surprised that Kwaku Annan also CTV Ghana affiliated with NDC. But if that is the case, I'm on cross check Papa no. Because he's actually working against NDC.
It's true.
He's actually working against NDC. But bad. I'm not trying to say I'm not judging Christopher Beyere at the and air day and I there.
Yeah.
And I said the law school they close here now. I reverted back to give him the mandate to go about the school. And I said, okay, say the DP Auditor General. Or the documents be by Christopher Beyere DP Auditor General report in 2016. Yeah, or 2024. Oh, person say will be in the DP Auditor General report 2016. If he say why born and can NPP for buying the Jan say on say corporate NDC candidate.
When you need to go to the court.
Aha, Kwaku Annan na wo so te oye pa afei na mahu ni nze kene de Japan pam papa we no. Afei na mahu. Anyway, you the best you have Fred. Na Ghana na de say ya hwe ni ya Ghana ye de asembeba. It doesn't matter. And Fred, you could Easter about che nipa 1 or 2 be mama na aja fancy with her.
Where there I see you are there in your na and say from time to time in no omobo echido no mo kan make ya NDC France for nyina na mama obi a fishia pa Ma Rebecca, Dada Fiku, of Ata, our Strasbourg, enemy and communication officer, Cashman. I think say one of these days, you know, I say, Cashman.
I saw about obeying and no will show you so.
Exactly, exactly.
I saw about a cash my being and no.
Obeying and
Would do
Yes.
Strasbourg one.
Sa,
Obeying and no.
Obana, normal bi wɔ hɔ a ɔno nso bɛkyerɛkyerɛ n'adwene ɛwɔ hɔ na me nua Afofana ɛne me a me chairman Adamu sɛ ɔka chairman Adamu yeah ɛne Comrade Mary ne other executives ne nyinaa I think sɛ yɛde aseda so bɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛma but I think sɛ today ɛyɛ credible job ne yɛayɛ dɛn yɛayɛ no because nka obi a nka ɔbɛka sɛ o me ne nipa wei kɔ contest nti no ebi a say the only problem I have is with the caption which I think say after the program we will talk about it na yahwɛ but a fantastic show you have killed a jandam and I think say this is what we are supposed to do because adeɛ wei no trending in a certain way said everything now also so it makes the man incredible say be a or California they are doing those kind of things because wajijen crofo sika and one more law school now for him to see which documents here okay you know movie and why they even accredited school beyond is subject to renewal. University of Education we need banom near the adin no ye my accreditation if you based on faculties the faculty be okra na accredited omo what you say and say we renew accreditation you know to say year be okra na so we renew accreditation it means say schools ni nyina o may so accreditation board na about school na bia we default no mo twere bibi fa ho and doesn't mean say previous students ni nyina no enya qualified and I say you only need to go and renew your accreditation. So, and you know, some of these things, you know, I think say apart from say ABI who expose you, you know, the media topic, you know, there's a sign in there, you know, who exposed the exposer. Or exposing the exposure.
Now, exposing the exposure. You know, it's having a rebellion, no. Who watches the watchman?
Or the exposition.
What was a jandam now? You're killing a simple thing.
So I think it's a great job and there be a full near be normally those kind of things. And I make I think one of our brothers made mention of it. Say law school they are undergraduates. Obi are undergraduate be able to make read law any those kind of things because law will teach area best or could you call say LMB say one now qualifier and you go to do a law school and you go and do your law program. What you know, ABA already make I say those people now offer mono ABA are more free SS direct in the law now about more degree be and I law
the same man Kwaku Annan it's kind of wakwaje all the years my bonny way.
But I think say
because documents I say can't chire wono chire wo say e wo say nko no ohun say legal counsel no as the arrest earlier decision no muteki here no he ought to have known. So also a private investigative journalist in Kwadia. He ought to have known say another decision be aba afa niema no ho afa nsem omudi kai no so what said that's one better and I say what said that
also make I say public institutions no kra no sometimes no be accreditation no expire so renew it has happened to our department before. What you say it is a one renew where you now almost trouble as at that time no what you have to do is to go and renew it. Investors now a public investors now it doesn't mean say obi introduce program bia na say bia sha has accreditation for that particular course now why introduce the whole university what you say you know ebia na we chantre mu ba ebia said the can no ebe fa no normal
yes
you want tiase anye dey antiase Your tears, yes, so on your day. Oh, Nashichere.
Yes.
Eko nipa na day. Any mercy.
Yes.
Apart from say why a politician, the personal life or no so no Kwaku nya problem here day. Going forward, you know. Na ebia we free politics anymore. And that is why sometimes we claim say politicians be for because say me nya adwuma bia na me enter into politics. Next na be ma me this year. The next 4 years, you know, I'm anticipating say me party ni lose na me betena fia. Say the na me nya adwuma na no me betena fia me nya adwuma. Na de na me di kosi say party na bi omo san ba power. Me say nya position wa ban ma ide. Asan nya sika ide edi. So I have to still keep to survive myself in life. What you say?
All right.
But nipa no a personal life, the personal business how they.
Oh yeah.
And why na adwuma. After all, the politics, you know, 4 years.
Yes.
And 8 years. One could be and now 1 twice or 20 business here day.
So now when General Legal Counsel say with immediate effect they have restored. Kwaku Annan on one go document way. But earlier one no dey waku hu aka. But a private investigative journalist or no free Christopher Beyere say omera ono ni mema na answers. Oh yeah why? Asa. Anyway, for you besi wa 1 hour with Monufie and you besi wa na Kwaku Annan of formerly in the two as say or my name say feni say see dem Ghana no azana or enemy ura mpacho jai. So also you're a private investigative journalist there you were Germany na near way and private investigative journalist at Jumapia now here. You should be serious. Yes, about that's who could go be any say. If two people have assassin masema, it has nothing to do with politics, it has nothing to do with your mama. You have to be careful with these kind of things. Enti abuja for madam say na and then the basic where nyame adoma wachena yebesan aba.
So when I say NDC, you said no Ababa say, and you show your shoulders that you are not going back. No Ababa say, no Ababa say, 3 times. And then when you show that we are not going back, no Ababa say, then you show that we are going forward like Usain Bolt. So when I say NDC, you say no Ababa say, NDC no Ababa say, NDC no Ababa say. And then after that you do